Hey, what's up everyone? This is Tattoo Bart and welcome to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to talk about 5mm stroke tattoo machines. And we're going to compare a couple of them to each other, and we are going to talk about a couple of features within a 5mm stroke machine, because they are getting a lot more popular in the tattoo scene because they have a lot of power. They're good for bold lining, which some of the pen style machines are actually lacking a little bit. They sometimes miss that extra punch to do some really good bold lining, so that's why a lot of people reach for 5mm stroke tattoo machines. Personally, I am liking a 5mm tattoo machine a lot for lining, and sometimes packing. I do feel like I do damage the skin a little bit too much with a 5mm stroke machine, but this all depends on technique and things like that. But what I really love a 5mm stroke machine for is to do really good pepper shading, because even though you lower the voltage, machines with a 5mm stroke remain a lot of the power that they have, and that's what is a very cool feature for 5mm tattoo machines. Now, a misconception that is out there with 5mm tattoo machines is that you will line faster with bigger groupings and things like that. Now, generally speaking, 5mm tattoo machines have a way longer travel. So usually they will go slower, but it will be more efficient. So yes, it will be faster to line with a 5mm stroke machines with big groupings, not faster as in hand speed, but more efficient, it will be faster at the end of your tattoo. But I've been babbling a little bit too long. Let's introduce the machines that we are going to be comparing today. I'm not much of a specs dude, but I figured out a couple of things. So we have the Pepax 5mm, the H3 5mm stroke machine. Really cool. Comes equipped with a 5mm stroke. It is a coreless high torque motor, and it comes in at about 210 grams. So it is the heaviest one out of all of the machines that we're going to be using today, but it looks very good. It has a nice grip, very comfortable, because they have the battery inside the machine like that. It's always a lot more comfortable to work with rather than having a battery slapped on the top. So very cool, very bright display as well, and it has a whole bunch of features, like three different modes. One is going to be the liner, then we have another shading mode, and we have that M3 mode, which has the percentage. You can enter that by holding these two buttons, and then it starts blinking, and we can pretty much slow down the machine a little bit or speed it up while having that same voltage set. Pretty cool feature. What I don't really like about this machine is that you really have to think about all these key combinations and kind of learn them. So it's kind of like playing Tekken on an old SNES, and you have to pretty much learn all these combos to operate the machine. Of course, you have the manual, you can always look back to it, but I like it a little bit more simple, or maybe add one or two more buttons just to make things easier. But other than that, it is a very good running machine. If we run it, now it's on the percentage mode. Let's go to the liner mode. 5 volts. Doesn't vibrate all that much. Actually pretty comfortable. So all in all, a very good machine. Has a lot of power and works very good. We have our WOS tattoo machine, which is a direct drive motor. This is the lightest out of all of them. It is a 162 gram tattoo machine, so very light. It has a very tiny battery sitting in the back here, and it has a ton of power. Very nice display. It is a little bit harder to wrap. When we open up the grip, we can see that this one is stroke adjustable, but you can see that it is set on 5mm. So there's no excuse for this machine to be different. I am not going to judge this machine by it being more versatile, because it can be adjusted in stroke because we are pretty much talking about 5mm stroke only today. But there is another really cool feature that is on this machine, which I will show you in a sec. It's now on professional mode. It can be in basic mode. So when we are in basic mode, we have a frequency mode, which is pretty cool. If we double tap that, we can also use a DC voltage mode, which runs pretty good. But then what I really love is when we go into that menu again and we select our pro mode or professional mode. We are pretty much in a frequency mode, so this will show the frequency. We can increase or decrease our frequency, but if we double tap this, we can also hit or also dial up the hit. So right now it's at its hardest hitting mode, but we can adjust that just to make it a little bit softer. You don't really hear anything changing in the motor, it's just, yeah, hits a little bit softer, which I think is a very cool feature, especially if you are using it in a 5mm stroke setting and you want to be a little bit lighter, but you like that 5mm stroke for whatever reason. You can just make the machine hit a little bit softer. So you could potentially do very nice soft shading with a 5mm stroke machine. I really think this is a cool feature. Also, this machine is probably the most comfortable one. It looks a bit strange, but it sits in your hand very comfortable. And this thing really does not vibrate at all. Like, none. You can hear it a little bit, you can hear the motor spinning, but yeah, nothing is happening pretty much. Very, very comfortable to work with. I really love this machine. Now we have our WOS E60 or Warrior E60, which was my workhorse for such a long time. I have ran this machine for a bunch of years and I really enjoyed working with this machine for a couple of reasons. The grip is a little bit heavier. It's almost the same as on the Pepax, but this one is a little bit smaller. You can see it as well, and it is a little bit lighter. Now, as the same as the other machines, it will have a battery that's inside the machine, which makes the weight distribution even better. And this machine as well is a stroke adjustable machine. Now we have to quickly check if this is in the 5mm settings, which I don't think it is, because it is currently at 4. So let's change that real quick. So right now it is in the 5mm stroke. It has a brushless motor, which is a 10,000 RPM motor, and it comes in at about 198 grams. So this is the medium weight, but the distribution is very good, so you don't really notice a whole lot of that weight. Very straightforward, just a voltage mode. You can increase and decrease. These are kind of like a touchscreen, which is pretty cool. One thing, I have the simple version. I think there is a version where you can also use a dot mode sort of thing, which is very nice. And another really cool feature is you can buy little nibs for, let me see if I can reach that. But you can buy little nibs on here that can make your machine be a little bit softer in the hit. So that is some cool things that you could buy as an extra feature on your machine. I don't have those, I just have the simple, straightforward machine. But yeah, I've used this for years and I loved working with it. I love the versatility for the stroke adjustment, but we're not going to be talking about it today. But just a very simple, straightforward machine. And maybe if you're looking for a machine that's kind of like the Cheyenne Unlimited or something like that, a 5mm tattoo machine, but you don't want to break the bank, this could really be a machine that will help you, yeah, fulfill your needs, or so to say. Very straightforward, very simple. This one is probably the most basic out of all of them. Not a lot of vibration either. pretty much not at all. And overall, just a very comfortable and very simplistic machine to work with. Now, I do wish that this machine could run a little bit slower, because it goes only down to 4.5, and for some of the stipple work and things like that, I would have liked it to be able to run a little bit slower. But then again, there is, if you buy the Pro mode, I'm pretty sure there is a dot mode or a frequency mode on this machine, so it might be a little bit different, but I just bought the most simple version, which is kind of my own problem. So that was just a quick video explaining 5mm tattoo machines and 3 machines that I probably adore the most with a 5mm tattoo machines. Like I said, my Warriors has been my absolute favorite machine for such a long time. I have used it for many years, and I've kind of replaced it a little bit with the WOS E60 because this one just seems to be a little bit more versatile. I really enjoyed working with this machine. Now, I do have to say, this machine can be a little bit complicated from time to time because there are so many possibilities, and sometimes with machines that have a lot of possibilities, it will kind of hold you back in your learning curve. Sometimes when you use a new machine, you need it to be super simple in order for you to understand the machine. And if you really understand everything about this machine, then these little options will come into play to make things a little bit smoother for you. But yeah, sometimes you can get lost in all these features and like, oh, I might need to do a little bit softer, and I might need to do a little bit that, and adjust the stroke and things like that. So yeah, as a beginner, I wouldn't really recommend to buy the WOS E60 tattoo machine because it has so much versatility and so many options that you might lose track of what's really important within this tattoo machine. Now, if you do think that this machine is good for you as a beginner, be my guest, but don't fool around with a lot of the settings on this machine. Keep it super basic and super simple. Just run the frequency mode or just run the voltage mode, and don't play too much with the hard and soft settings. And probably keep it around the 4 or 5mm stroke. If you're buying a 4 or 5mm stroke, definitely use it at the 5mm stroke, but don't adjust anything in the settings to not overcomplicate things for you. So that's where the Warriors machine might be a little bit more handy because it is a little bit more simple. It's just stroke adjustable, but we're talking about the 5mm stroke only today, and we just have that voltage to change, and not so much other things that will come into play to overcomplicate the tattooing process, which is already complicated enough from time to time. Now, the Pepax, I haven't really had a lot of chance to work with it. It is a very nice machine, but yeah, there's certain things I don't really like, and that's because there is so many combinations to turn on and off certain features in this machine. Other than that, it is pretty straightforward. It has a 5mm fixed stroke, and it has a couple of memory slots, a liner and a shading. But if you want this machine to slow down, you need to be in that memory 3 slot where you can set certain percentages, and at that mode it does run pretty good, especially for me where I like to do a lot of stippling and dot work sort of things. It is very nice to be able to slow down that machine to, yeah, absolutely super slow. So it is good to do that little peppery shading, and that is also what I really like on the WOS E60 because it has that frequency mode. You can run it extremely slow and still remain that power in the machine as well, and that is something that I really miss on the Warriors machine. It is just slow enough, but it is nice for, you know, like tiny spots that you want to dot out to be able to run this machine a little bit slower from time to time. Now, which one out of these 3 do you like the most? Or maybe you have a different 5mm stroke tattoo machine that you absolutely love more than any of these. Now, if you do, make sure to drop those in the comments down below, because I would love to test some of these machines out that you absolutely adore. Now, if you're interested in seeing these machines individually in a review video, I will have those linked in the description down below so you can have a look at a more in-depth review on these machines, as well as a coupon code where you can have a little bit of an extra discount whenever you are buying any of these machines. Other than that, I don't think I have a whole lot more to say other than wishing you all a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.